That's dope.
What is up, Wolfpack? We are back for part 2 of the bull market celebration, but we know that we've all been in a bull market already anyways. Nothing new today, just nice to see continued movement up and Bitcoin hitting these much higher prices, really starting to look like it could flirt with the all-time high again. If you're wondering why I was late, it's because this thing broke. This thing that holds my mic. See, there's one on the bottom there. This one broke. Luckily, I had another one, but it was completely shredded, and then I couldn't basically use my mic. So sorry for being a little bit late, but that's why, guys, in case you're wondering. That's my reasoning. So I hope you guys have been having a great day since I saw you last. Bitcoin holding up here strong, a lot to like. So what are we doing here? It's Wednesday, and that means that it is the day for Chartapalooza. My hair is doing a crazy thing here. I'm going to turn this way. Just looks like I got a shadow coming on my eye. It's kind of bothering me. I don't know. Chartapalooza. What is that? That's the day that I take chart requests from paid subscribers to the Wolf Den newsletter, which you can check out right down below. While you're checking that right down below, subscribe to the channel and middle knuckle that like button, but you got to flip your keyboard upside down and do it, or your mouse, and do it from the bottom. Do it from the bottom. You don't want to tap it from the top. You want to do it from the bottom. That's how you're going to smash the like button today. So yeah, my paid subscribers every Wednesday in the Wednesday edition, there's a link. They go there, Google document, they make requests. There's too many of them for any human being to look at. My assistant chooses the best ones. A lot of them we can't even find charts for in TradingView. And then I dive in. And then I dive right into those. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to dive right into those. That's what I'm going to do right now. You ready? Are you ready? Yeah, uppercut that like button. Like, don't be scared. Just get up in there. You know, like having a casual conversation. You don't see my fist down here. Quick uppercut. Quick uppercut. I have no problem with you guys going ahead and doing an uppercut right there. That's a good idea. Good idea. Uppercut that like button as if it was your worst enemy's chin meat. The chin meat right there. Yeah, I mean, Dave, if you want to headbutt it, have at it, bro. But you might miss and you might get the whole keyboard. It's really not that like accurate, you know. So if you got a good uppercut, you should go ahead that. Cool. Let's look at some charts. Let's look at some charts. Well, first, let's just take the quick look at the Bitcoin hourly. You know, like, listen, we know what the daily looks like. We know that the 4 hours is banana beans. We can tell that the weekly is making a higher high, and the monthly, my God, see you at six figures, guys. But anyways, looking at the hourly here, maybe we can find some more local levels. Yeah, like clearly this level right here. Let's just pop some levels on here. But this was this morning in the newsletter that was happening. I said 50,400 looks like a nice resistance to support flip. And now I look smarter than I did earlier today because that happened. But now I would say, you know, we have this key level right around here. That's on every time frame, right? 52,956. So that's coming from way, way back. So we'll assume right here, but that's definitely a key level worth watching for a retest, right? I mean, it's begging for it on every single time frame. Daily looks like it should come back and test that. 4 hour very clearly looks like it should come back and test that. If you miss this move and you think we're in a bull market, which I do, I would bid this area, right? You might not get it, but I would bid it. I would bid it. A friend of mine actually hit me up yesterday and he said, I had a long that I had set that never hit, and I forgot that I'd set a stop loss on it. And so it opened a short at 50K because that was going to be the target of his long. And price was like, I don't know, 51,500 last night. And he was like, should I keep it open or should I close it? It's like, you're short Bitcoin accidentally from 50,000. You should close it. Not because I don't think price can go down. He was like, I was like, maybe it'll go down to like 50,500. I said that to him. You might get a chance to close it, but like you might also not be awake when that happens. You might then panic and not do it. So if you took an accidental trade, just close it, dude. Take your loss. He was like, it's kind of big. I was like, yeah, you did it yourself. But he would be pretty liquidated at the moment if he hadn't have exited. So Feeling pretty good. Hey, guys, because of our alphabetizing, because we alphabetize our charts, as usual, we have quarter inch first. Quarter inch. It's called 1 inch. Still a stupid name. I will never stop making fun of it because it's just dumb. Why would you name something 1 inch when you can name it 7 1/4 inches? Or, I mean, you could just go high and go 12 inch, but that's like nobody really wants that. I don't think. Let's look at 1 inch. So on the USDT pair, we're going to see USDT pairs looking darn good, people. Yeah, John, pee-pee joke time. That's right, John. If you've been here a while and someone requests 1 inch, you get dick jokes. It's just the way we do around here. But here you go. Yeah, I mean, this still looks good. Still looks great. I would say that we're still targeting the top of this range around $4.11. 1 inch. So that's like a 30% move from here. That's a pretty nice move, but we're still in this range. We flipped the top of it. If you're looking for an entry and we really get aggressive with Bitcoin, like, dumping, maybe you get an entry down here at the EQ right around 269. But for now, your target is the top of this channel. I would be surprised if the EQ didn't hold. But hey, listen, when it broke the EQ here as resistance, it ended up coming back up. Could do the same thing. But right now, technically, unless Bitcoin dumps really hard, alts should catch up. They should certainly catch up on the USDT pair. So I think 1 inch looking pretty good here, but still ranging. So to be clear, the real move with 1 inch is this trade. Right? You're really this is still consolidating after the drop down. This entire range is accumulation. It exits accumulation when it breaks this high. So this is like the baby trade. The real trade is if you get a flip and you exit that range. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind while you're dreaming about 1 inch. Name it anything but 1 inch. What's wrong with you? Honestly, they're all probably great people and it's great branding. I make a joke. I mean, listen, if any press is good press, then 1 inch is a brilliant name. 1 inch is a brilliant name. And for those of you who are going to spam the comments with cash tags and requests, I am taking only the requests that were made in advance from newsletter subscribers. There will be no new friends, as Drake said. No new requests. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look here. AMP got super rejected yesterday. Super rejected right there, like the yearbook editor asking homecoming queen for a prom date. Super rejected. Yearbook editor's fine. I don't know why I said that. That's not the worst kid in class. And we all know, if you've ever watched a movie from the 80s, that yearbook, the girl who is the yearbook editor, or the guy who's the yearbook editor, ends up being really good looking or handsome. She's all that, Freddie Prinze Jr., even though that's not the 80s. And then they end up dating. It's kind of like 16 Candles. So it's really not that bad. It's also not that bad. But here you go, guys. Descending resistance right here, blue. I would wait till a break of that. That's it. But if you're trading this super locally here, you got this area right through here, I would say, right? So let's do it this way. Let's do it like this. And to go a little something like this. So listen, when you had this move up, that left what would be a demand zone at that time here. Right? That became support, flipped to resistance. That whole area is what we're looking at. So as long as it holds this area, I think it'll go up. But really, I would not. I mean, I know you got to buy higher, but I wouldn't be interested unless it comes up here. Or if you get another test of this area down here. But it looks fine. And you can see these coins are kind of bouncing today. So I'm going to assume the Bitcoin pairs are starting to catch up now that Bitcoin is taking a chill pill for a moment. Carla would like you to know if I can chart his love for the show. Sure. There it goes. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for loving the show. Thank you. Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, you just take your glasses off and let your hair out of the bun, and you're like, oh my God, that hideous girl is actually a Victoria's Secret model that they hired to play this role. Oh, that guy in the baggy things who's 6'4", like 215 and completely jacked. I couldn't even tell he was so jacked until he took his glasses off. Like, do you guys really not know that Clark Kent is Superman? Give me a break. So yeah, that's the look at AMP. Give me a break. Everybody knows that Clark Kent is Superman. It's the same person in different clothes. Like, what were they doing when they created these superheroes? He doesn't even wear a mask. It's literally the same person. If I put on a cape right now, would you be like, oh, not Scott? Not Scott. Definitely a superhero. Oh my God. ADHD is so much fun. Never know what's going to come out of my brain at any moment. Any moment. I don't plan any of this. Like that. I'm like the guy in the improv club in high school. Okay, well, you're a rock and you're a therapist and you're a puppy. Let's see what kind of magic you guys can make on this scene. Well, Atom USD still looks good, right? It's done the thing. This looks fine. I mean, anything above 32 is really holding that previous all-time high of support. You want to see that flipped. But at this point, I mean, you can trade it from here to 44, but you're back in price discovery up here, right? So you want to be above 44, and then if you get above that, you can, do this. You can rocket emoji. Did you know that there was rocket emojis in TradingView? Right? So you got to get above here. And that frankly, that's a much better emoji. Let me see if I can find any of the other ones. There's some great emojis in here, actually. I'm looking now. So I'm going to have to talk while I try to find them. But there's one that's like a guy in a wheelchair, like Ram Capital. It's pretty good. I used to use that one a lot on my charts. Anyways, yeah, we'll just go with rocket emoji on this one. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. Emmy says focus. All right, I'm focused. Ready? Woosah. Okay. Seriously, though, this looks like it should still be going to 44. The real trade is above that and going back into price discovery, but it's looking good. Wife said I need to focus, guys. Wife said focus. Looking at the daily here on BAT, used to love the weekly here. There was a crazy line, but that's so long ago. It doesn't matter. Oh, it was on the BAT Bitcoin pair. That's why. First of all, I'm going to take this chart taking it back to the old school. I'm an old fool who's so cool. Want to get down? Let me show you the way. Whoop, there it is. Let me hear you say, whoop, there it is. That is a very popular Scott and Emmy karaoke smash. We don't do it anymore because we don't live in a place that has hot pop and karaoke. But when we lived in New York City, like 2:30 a.m., 3 a.m., end of the night, 1 a.m., go to karaoke place till 2 and eat some gyoza, maybe some like 3-day-old sushi, and get our karaoke on with all our friends. That was a thing. Emmy is a savage at karaoke. Y'all might not look at her and be like savage at karaoke, but like when she mostly, I mean, she could sing, of course, but like she mostly just slays like classic rap songs that were on the radio, like Gangster's Paradise. Woot, there it is. Oh, we do Regulators where she's Warren G and I'm Nate Dogg. Unstoppable. Is Emmy a musician too? In her mind. Savage at many things, guys. It's true. Emmy's good at everything. She just actually today took a first golf lesson. She'd never played golf, and dude's like, you're basically a golfer. She was like, yeah, I know. I'm good at stuff. Oh, did you just come up with this? Wolf, there it is. Or did someone else say that? Wolf, there it is. Wolf, there it is. Yeah, Victoria, if you're bad at singing, it makes karaoke better, right? Your friends who are the worst, but who are like really passionate, those are the people you want to karaoke with. Just like your ears bleed, but you can just feel their emotion, and it's always like total eclipse of the heart that they can't sing. Basic attention token is in a massive sort of symmetrical triangle here thing. I personally wouldn't touch it unless you get clarity on a break up or down. That's easy. You've got a clear resistance here, clear support here, clear resistance here. And then you have, isn't that like the flag of Puerto Rico or something? Kind of. If you had another line down here in a bigger triangle. That's what it looks like. It's a flag. But yeah, I would say that you have a symmetrical triangle with very little information. I would wait for a break up or a break down. Fred, that's a song that people do karaoke really badly to. Really badly to. If you like pina coladas. And then it's like, oh, that was my wife all along that I was. Isn't that the song where like he's basically talking to somebody on like a, on an ad, like it's probably the newspaper back then. It's like what do they call those? My brain is not working today. But yeah, like, dating app type thing, but before dating apps. And he's like trying to flirt and he finds out it was his like girl all along because she also liked pina coladas. Who knew? Y'all have only like been married and lived with each other. You couldn't tell that your wife, personal ad. Yeah. Buddha Fred, you should never be allowed to talk about basic attention token either. Have that. BNB looks like trash against Bitcoin, right? The Bitcoin pair, we all know what's happening with Bitcoin pairs right now, right? Bitcoin is doing, as I like to say, doing things that are illegal to those pairs in any state not named Alabama or Mississippi. Because let's be real, you can do literally anything you want in those states. Except for, I don't know, be a Democrat. I don't know. But other than that, you can do basically anything you want. This is another, so listen, there's two views here, right? One is, holy crap, it broke down. We're dead. It's over. But with that right there, I would say you've got another massive symmetrical triangle here. This one has a little more of a bull pennant vibe. And we're in this shorter trading range. I think looking at these, maybe we're seeing like a little chance at bottoming temporarily for these Bitcoin pairs. I don't know, but that could break down. And then I would say I would look for an entry at the bottom of the range. This is the Bitcoin pair. So, yeah. I'm looking at your comments real quick. Wouldn't you agree Bitcoin threatens the value of dollar even more, especially the use of it as a bargaining chip worldwide for trade? I don't think so yet, man. I don't think so. I don't think that we're there yet. I think it could in the future, but I don't, listen, the dollar's not going anywhere and being like, Bitcoin's going to replace the dollar by Thanksgiving. Nah, bro. Nah. Like Biggie said, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Yeah, so BNB, listen, I think you get some clarity with those, but at the end of the day, you're in this huge range and you're just sideways until you're out of that. Rihanna's favorite coin, isn't she the cake? How many times can you say cake? Bullish Gartley is that pattern that you just be like, that dude's high. Right? Anyone who like does bullish Gartleys, which are the ones that look like big butterflies with wings, you're like, that guy's high. He's high. He's eating bullish Gartleys. And that's cool. That's cool. You can tell which dudes are like Pink Floyd fans by which chart patterns and tools they use. Like if you're over here and you're like doing like, oh, bro, like, and then did you see when the GAN fix was on? But then, I don't know if that was right. It feels like the FID resistance fan and it'll bounce off the 05 of the 795. Dude, listen, if that works for you, fine. But bro, nobody can follow what you're saying if you're putting these aggressive rainbows on your charts. This looks like it broke support on the Bitcoin pair. No surprises. Everything seems to be doing that. If you're looking for an entry on Cake Bitcoin, this is your area right here, 0.0003017, I would say. You got a shot at it. You got a fighting chance. Below that, you're looking all the way kind of down here, right? Another 50% drop. So let's not hope that happens. If you're a MA dude, you got smashed here. You're probably about to get a death cross, but whatever, bro. Who cares? And as you know, and this is not a flag. It's pennant. It's too big, but often those kind of become channels, and that would bring you all the way down here before heading up. But right now, I would say, I'd be kind of not too excited about this. You do have some support through here. Moral mostly because your coin's getting wrecked. Mostly moral. Yeah. Karaoke DJ here. There's no worse karaoke than every Adele song. But I think you need Greg. That's wrong. What you're saying is that people trying to sing Adele songs are terrible. I assume you're not saying that Adele songs are terrible. It's that Adele sings so well that other people can't sing them. I'm assuming because Adele's amazing. Emmy got real emotional last night, actually, that Adele had a new album coming out and was going to be on tour because she saw her in Miami on her last tour, and they had like a moment. She walked past her, and I think they winked and maybe did like a pinky swear over something. I don't know. That was a thing. Yeah, cake looks like trash right there. All right, CRV, lots of red lines. Let's get rid of those. This has a golden cross. Golden cross for those who like to do it. For those who like goldenly crossing. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a weird chart, man. He's a weird dude. Yeah, this one kind of has me not knowing. I would have said that, but this is all trash around that. You know what, man? There's times when you open a chart and you just go, bro, I don't see anything. But here, if we want to get let's do it this way. I don't know what any of this is. We're just gonna clean this up, get rid of these MAs. Look, naked chart, just how we like them. I would say that was the top, that was the bottom. So, above here, man, this never even got to price discovery, right? It had all this price action up here. Yeah, I mean, this is super sideways. You've got some support. You could draw it either from here going up, but that's kind of shallow. I'd probably say, hey, man, if you break this, you're going to the bottom of the range. Up top, you could do one of these, but I don't like that. We did that. We already did that. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? We all know, speaking of Adele, she totally hello. Everyone in the world thinks of Lionel Richie when they hear that. Everyone. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? That scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin where they play that song, right when he gets all the porn VHS tapes. It's tight. That's tight. I don't know with CRV, guys. I would say you definitely can expect resistance here. Some support here. But above this EQ, technically we have a target of $4.65. Why'd I get rid of the fibs on that chart? I think it was saying something. I don't know. Let's look. Let's fib it again. Should we fib it? I don't even know where the fibs were from. Were they from here to here? Those aren't telling me jack anything. Let's see. They are telling us something if those were the fibs. They're telling us that we're trading right around that 50, not a fib level, and got rejected in the golden pocket. Had this drop, retrace up right into the golden pocket between 61 and 68. The usual, then you get the move down between the 23 and 38, and then heading back up. Looks pretty good. I would say we're targeting the top with time of that range. Dot. Kind of looks fine there. Not getting wrecked as wrectedy. Fitbit, Fibit. How many steps did you take today, crypto moves? Hey guys, June's here. Are you June or are you June? Or are you Jenna? Jenna. Feels like a Jenna. Feels like Jenna. We are aging, my man. I think it's evening out. Who thinks of Adele or Lionel when they hear hello? Oh, whatever, man. She stole that. Oh, someone was here this morning, knows about Shaba. Oh, Mr. Lava Lava. Oh, that's actually Shaggy, Mr. Boombastic, right? Mr. Leva Leva. All right, so this is what's happening with DOT. Holding support, broke out, should be heading up. Should be seeing it head back up to this resistance around $38. Had the breakout here. Consolidation, breakout here, almost a retest. Yeah, 38 bucks. If it can close above this range, then we start talking about higher. But everything about this looks kind of bullish. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm liking DOT there. FTM. This was a newsletter entry, 95 cents. This was a newsletter entry, which got retested today, 127. If you zoom way in, you'll get this little probably bull flag here right now. Let's see. Maybe. That's a little roundy. I don't know. When you zoom in, it's not as sexy as I thought. But yeah, kind of something like that. Those 1 hour charts, man, make your brain hurt. The dips got bought. The dips are back. They're looking pretty good after all those dips this morning. They're certainly catching up here. Oh, I did it. I've earned another hour towards my stand goal. Thank you, Apple Watch, for telling me that I stood up, and I'm sitting right now. My watch just tried to tell me that. FTM looks good. It should be going to $1.94 just on the basis of this breakout, and this support should send us to that resistance. If it breaks that, moon, we do the rocket emoji. Oh, look at that. Didn't happen. HNT. This, by the way, when I drew these things, if you've been here, that's not me saying what's going to happen. That's me saying what needs to happen for a trade, right? I talk about the difference between setups and signals all the time. You should never take signals from someone. You should never pay someone for signals. Great. Somebody told you when to enter a trade. How do you know when to leave? Signals don't teach anything. It's that whole, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for his lifetime. Although I like to think if you teach a man to fish, he'll probably slit your throat and steal your fishing hole. People are such assholes, man. Just kidding. That wouldn't happen. I'm going to clean this chart up. HNT. Teach a man to fish. Go get a lot of fish and take your wife who likes fish. Don't teach him how to fish. Give him a fish. Keep him helpless. Teach that guy how to fish. He's not going to learn anyways. He's going to be like, dude, just give me a fish. This is America. I want my fish for free. Print me a fish. This might be a bit of a channel. More printing for freer fish. I mean, this looks kind of sexy right here to be really real. If you teach a man to fish, he's going to eat all the fish, guys. Did I leave my long open from 45? I don't remember if it was from 45, but no, remember it went way up and then price crashed and I got stopped out in profit. I was moving my stop up. I walked through it. So no, I missed all this, but I did buy a lot of spot back on that dip between 40 and 42, whatever it was when it went back down. When you hit 200K subscribers, I want the happy birthday song. Which one? Like, go shorty at your birthday, or like happy birthday to you, or happy birthday to you, the boarding one. I don't even know. HNT looks good. We need a break of this blue line. That's clearly resistance. If that's a channel, I'm not going to really measure it out right now, but you got a big ass flag right here, right? If it's a wedge, it might be a wedge. You're still going to 26.73, but if it's, if it breaks out here, it might be looking more like 38 bucks. HNT looks good. But you gotta look, I'm going to do the thing. Let's do it. Let's create a alarm. There. If that breaks out above that line, we'll be coming back to HNT. Litecoin, Bitcoin bouncing its support. I talked about this earlier. Said Litecoin, man, really right there at the bottom on my earlier screen. This is like actually, even though Bitcoin pairs look kind of like doo-doo beans, or butt trash, or I don't know, come up with a word, things that are bad that have to do with butts, I guess. Like, that's weekly demand, I believe, is how that's drawn. just so you see, right? It's off this candle. If you're wondering why it looks so janky on the daily, it's a weekly demand zone. It's been tested those 3 weeks. Now we tested right there, dipped further. But if that holds, God, hard to tell, but we might have a weekly SFP. Let me look. I don't think so. Yeah, no, not quite. But I mean, holy, talk about support. Look at that. That's intense. And if that breaks, you're like back to like 2017 levels of depression. Litecoin actually, you could take a shot at this here. You could take a shot at this here. Maybe, I don't even like that. You could take a shot at this here. It's at support. You know, if you close a candle below here, close a candle. You don't want to get wicked out, but a candle close below 0.003236, then technically you're looking at doom, despair, disaster, pit of doom, pit of despair. Have fun storming the castle. Yeah, that looks kind of fine. This is your net. Like, if you want to get really safe about it, kind of like jiggy with it, I guess, somewhere in like, you know, through there, you want to flip above that. That's not that far, 356. That actually looks kind of promising in the like, oh my God, I just destroyed my hands because I caught the sharpest knife in the world. I mean, no shop, bro. It's Litecoin, LOL. I mean, yeah, is Litecoin still a thing? God, the more you guys and myself talk bad about it, the more I feel like you could just rip. Yeah. I got Kristen and Victoria over here talking about recipes. Clearly, I'm not doing a very good job here. Yeah, Mark, teach a man to fish, get your throat slit, bro. That's how it goes down. Yeah, your comedy is my age group, 45. I'm 44 years old. I will be 45 in about 5 weeks. What are you doing for my birthday, Emmy? Nothing. The answer is nothing. Why is the answer nothing? Because my birthday is the day before Emmy's birthday, which she hates because it's like I'm stealing that thunder because I'm kind of like I'm awesome and like people care deeply about me and my birthday. It's like, oh my God, we just did this yesterday. So really, let's be real. Really, I end up not having a birthday because I don't care. Luna still looking pretty good, but it did break that all-time high. Almost came down and retested this. I still think Luna looks really strong. Still think it looks really strong. What am I doing for a birthday? I can't tell you that, man. Can't tell you guys that. Can't tell you that. Got plans. I don't know yet. Might go on a trip. Childcare is hard to come by these days, you know. Just don't want to bring them. I would like to see this back above $45 to get more confident. But if that does hold today, right now, this looks like a flip. So you're coming down lower. Like technically you kind of flipped it. You might be looking for a move back down to here or something like this. But if it closes above, I still think this target should still be in sight, $84. Nothing's really changed on that. No way to control it. It's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, automatic. Every time I see the Matic chart, I think of that song. Does anybody know that song? Somebody tell me who sings that song without looking it up. I want to see how deep your guys' music knowledge goes. I want to see how deep your knowledge goes. No way to control it. It's totally automatic. Whenever you're around. It's a girl. Junae. We're friends. Pointer Sisters. That is a jam. Look at two people. Gloria Estefan. Maybe she covered it or something and I don't know about it. Gloria Estefan is in that new movie, though, that for the kids called Vivo, but they say Bibo because when you do V's in Spanish, they're B's. So it's Bibo, even though it's Vivo. But she can still get it. She can still sing. She can still sing it. New Kids on the Block. Emmy, come on, man. It's Pointer Sisters. Automatic. Yeah, if you're a bass player, you know that bass line. Oh, look at you've even got it's like a picture of you with a bass. Like looks like you're getting ready to It's like a sharp one. Looks like you're getting ready to joust. Matic still looks great. Nothing's changed here. We have the breakout, flip to support, still holding, should be going to $1.79. MicroStrategy, that's where they bought Bitcoin. About $122, went up to $13.15, and people who were hating on Sailor got their mouths shut real quick. Nothing shuts up a hater like a 10x on a stonk. But yeah, we had this breakout. Nice. Now look at that, gapped up above the 250 MA if you're an MA person. But clearly we have another sort of flaggy thing going on here. Ooh. Buy MicroStrategy. Do it. First of all, you should just do it because like Sailor's a Chad and you want to support. There's kind of your support. But yeah, I mean, if this closes above this, that targets 798, but we still have this breakout, which is targeting 13.15. MicroStrategy looks great and increasing volume today a little bit. Still got a couple hours left. That's not an altcoin for those of you who don't know. That's MicroStrategy. Yeah, New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. I'm not going to lie. New Kids on the Block was the first CD that I owned. I had mad records and like records and tapes was my era, right? But CDs was like 7th grade for me or something. 2 of the first 3 CDs that I bought were New Kids on the Block and Milli Vanilli. How embarrassing is that? He can listen to himself all day. You talking about me? Yeah, I do. I literally listen to myself all day. You probably listen to yourself all day too. I mean, you're the only person who's with yourself all the time. Nexo USDT. Well, that line's pretty cool. I mean, you had the break. This is just chopping it. Chopping it sideways. He was with himself all day, that guy. All the time. I don't know. It's nothing personal, man. Milli Vanilli is awesome. I'm starting a crypto bro band. Can I be in it, Mateo? That's bad, man. Ha ha. You know about the Pointer Sisters. Cool. Bro bands are making a comeback. Coolio was your first CD. Yeah, I had that in college. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. I've been laughing and laughing so long that even my mother thinks that my mind is gone. Coolio's cool, though. Coolio's cool. I mean, really, like, captured an era. Coolio couldn't have been, like, famous at any other moment in time. You know, Gangster's Paradise, though. That was a banger. I'm gonna go ahead and, I mean, this line's cool. It's kind of cool. I'll keep it because of that right there. Your bias is towards the newer price action, not the older. And with that perfect touch, I'm going to leave that line. And you have this candle that broke through it and then the retest. Okay, that's fine. No way to control that. It's totally automatic. Who can name another Pointer Sisters song? My mom loved the Pointer Sisters. Loved. I don't know if you're there, Mom, but I know you love the Pointer Sisters. We had that on vinyl. These are good. Cheryl, those are solid. Vanilla, Snoop Dogg, Guns N' Roses. That's good. Weird Al, though, with Amish Paradise. Weird Al had hits. Like a surgeon. Cut for the very first time. Just like made a living on parodies and having cool hair. Nexo had the breakout, so technically I think it should be coming up to here, $2.15. Right now, I would say you need to flip $1.79 or else, look for a lower entry, $1.31. That's my feel. That's my thoughts. OMG, Bitcoin. OMG indeed. Once again, we have a coin. I'm going to flip that. I'm going to put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Is sharp in the nip to find yet? Is sharp in the nip to find yet? If you got a big, let me search it to find out how hard I got to work. Get this. Okay. I mean, that looks all right. This looks like a flip. If this can hold, OMG should head back up. I mean, we still have this macro downtrend breakout that should have targeted the top up here. Nice big old rounding out here. Yeah, I mean, this is just a simple retest of a key support. This actually looks better than most because you got the dump. Yeah, the shooting star is bad. Confirmation, bad. But that could be all the downside from that. And that's a pretty epic move down, 38 to 27. But yeah, I mean, if this holds, I don't want to be closing candles down here. But if that actually holds, should be heading back up to here. That looks great. I would write that down, but I don't have paper. You guys are over here talking about stuff. How do you feel about girl talk? Well, I love girl talk. In fact, my claim to fame in my super mashup-y Melker project days was that I was girl talk with turntables. That's what the press used to call me. Oh, Zebra DaCosta. First vinyl I bought with my own money was Licensed to Ill, or so my selective memory tells me. The truth is probably more embarrassing. I remember going to the Oaks Mall in Gainesville, Florida to Specs Records and my brother buying Licensed to Ill on vinyl. I remember that because I'm old. He also bought Money for Nothing, Chicks for Free, Dire Straits or whatever. He bought that record too. Same time. I remember these things. I remember, speaking of musical memories, I think probably my greatest musical memory is the day that my dad brought home Fifth Thriller on vinyl. And then my worst musical memory, because I was a little kid, was when they let me watch the Thriller video and I had nightmares for weeks. Thriller video was therapy levels terrifying for me, apparently. For some reason. I wasn't that young. I don't know, but I was kind of a pussy, obviously. Pyre, PYR, Vulcan forged Pyre. Ooh, who forged? Vulcans forged this coin? Is that minting? That's cool. That's cool, though. Neck bench. Oh. I just got Vulcan forged. Kind of hurt my shoulders. This looks like a simple flip as well. This was the all-time high consolidation. Now it's flipping. This looks great. I don't even know what to tell you. If you want to be super safe on Vulcan forged PYR, you want to trade it above $9.75. That would be the super, super safier. I'm going to clean this up and let's make this demand. See this big mooning candle right here? That means there's probably a lot of buyers were left behind right here. So if it drops and you get it down there, that would have to be an epic drop. You'd take it there. But right now, any close above $8.23 is looking sexy. Yeah. That's savage, Mateo. That's wrong. You can't say that. It's not proven. You are 16. Thank you. Yeah, Thriller was terrifying, dude. Y'all know. He turns around, it's the yellow eyes. Man, terrifying. There was also this National Geographic's cover that my brother used to scare me with. Really, really. Yeah, I remember the Milli Vanilli court case. Bro, they lip synced. They stole from people. Did you ever have beef with other DJs? Yeah, I was a huge troll back then. I have talked about this. You guys might not know this about me. The reason that I deal so flippantly with trolls at this point, and I just kind of either am able to ignore it or whatever. I was kind of a troll in my younger years because I was less happy and I was kind of an asshole and I was jealous of other people's success. But yeah, I had a self-proclaimed thing with David Guetta that he probably didn't care about. There was another DJ, this dude, DJ Barry in New York City. And one time I was in the club and I was down in the basement and oh, Barry's DJing. And he literally did a 5-minute routine that I had done the night before at another club where he was at, just stole my shit. So we had a beef. We had beef there. Yeah, we had beefs. What are you wrong about? What are you wrong? I missed it. Guess I'm wrong. Oh, no. Oh, no. Scott Melker loves the kids. He has beef with no one. He's not that kind of dude. Oh, yeah. I mean, no, like, I wouldn't say beef. Like, it's unfair to say beef because it was never, but like, I was just kind of like, I mean, I was a bit of a hater, right? Bit of a hater. Bit of a hater. Just trying to be honest. Just trying to be honest. So y'all control me as much as you want. I do not give a fuck. Or say it like Smokey from Friday. I don't give a fuck. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. Quint. QNT looks great. Breakout, retest. Should be heading to $428.45 with a lot of zeros behind it. See, yes, haterade. Haterade. You can deal with haters when you've been a hater. Because then you go, oh, that was wrong. These people are misdirected. Most trolls are either young and immature or just kind of unhappy. And so like feel bad for them. Like, man, you like if you take your valuable time, there's nothing we have that's more valuable than time, right? If you take your valuable time to hide behind an avatar and the internet and go out of your way to be a dick to people, you probably have bigger problems than like the person you're trolling, right? It's unfortunate. It's sad, but they grow up. Then you like get to be a happy person. You grow up. You grow up. Yeah, Emmy is probably the best co-host messenger on any crypto channel. I mean, I could bring her in sometime. You know, she's probably over in her golf outfit right now in the other room. Yeah, she agrees. She agrees. She's really good at co-hosting and sidekicking and stuff like that. I'm the sidekick. Let's be for real. Yeah, guys, QNT looks good. Targeting 428 right there. Great. Sand. So listen, you had this all-time high. Good news was it broke it. Bad news was, went bad. But this looks good, right? Because of that. Same thing as we're seeing everywhere. Like how many of these breakouts have we talked about? A lot. So listen, you want to be back above 0.9061, but if you're a super conservative, like if you're trying to like Ted Cruz this, I don't know, he was the most conservative person I could think of at that moment. $1.20. Ted Cruz likes crypto. Texas likes crypto. That's good. Other things about him, not so great, seemingly. I know people that went to Harvard with him, or I know people who know people that went to Harvard with him, and they're like, he was the smartest person that I went to school with, and also completely terrifying lunatic, nut job. So that's cool. That's cool. You wake up 4 a.m. to write a newsletter. I wake up 4 a.m. to catch a White Wolf live stream Australia. Sarah, that is super nice. And that makes me feel like I should go faster. It makes me feel like I should go faster. Do you miss CDs as much as I do? Inlays, artwork, and shout outs. Yeah, CDs were amazing because like you got the CD and then you like literally looked at the art and you opened the booklet and you read like, oh, who played bass on this? That's dope. And then they like, yeah, they wrote their like little love letter that was like, I would like to thank God. I have a question. This might be controversial. Athletes, musicians, famous people, thank God, right? They love to thank God. You ever hear someone blame God? Like, oh, I'd like to thank God. You know, if without God, I wouldn't have caught that catch. I wouldn't have had 3 touchdowns tonight. You never hear anyone being like, you know what, bro? I dropped that ball because God did that. God. Never hear anyone blame God. You never hear it. I'm not saying they should or they shouldn't, but like, yeah, I fumbled. Oh, you're going to kick me off the team? God. Fire God. Never hear that. I'll tell you who's going to get fired, though. And I said this on Twitter. Got a lot of hate. Urban Meyer. Because that dude sucks. That dude is getting fired. Getting lap dances in public when nobody liked him anyways. I'm a Gator fan. We hate that dude. It's amazing because he won 2 national championships and everyone here hates him. Because like 3 games before the season was over, he's like, oh, my neck, my back, I'm sick. Told all his recruits to leave. Screwed up the whole program. Sand USDT, this looks fine. Are we still on sand? Like, God, Scott, get it together. Solana looks great, guys. That's it, right? We had the breakout. And now you have this retest of 152. This should be going to 216. If it flips that, price discovery. Super simple. Sushi, Bitcoin. Okay, the bad news is it looks wrecked as shit. The good news is it's kind of at support. I mean, if this is real sushi, this would be like last Sunday's sushi. And someone's like, you can literally see it rotting, but you've got to eat it. That's what this looks like. Yeah, I'm not. You can hate Tim Tebow, Buddha Fred. Ain't nobody mad at you. Listen, we love Tim Tebow around here, but like for the football. Funny story. Emmy and I went to Macy's in New York City to register for our wedding. For those of you who don't know what register for your wedding means, it's some bougie shit that American people do where you go to a store and tell everybody exactly what they have to buy you for their wedding. You know what I wanted to register for when we were getting married? Cash. Cold hard cash. And I was told no by my family and by my wife that it wasn't classy. Bro, I don't want your plates. Give me the cash. Give me the cash. Let me buy Bitcoin. At that time, it was not cash. But I digress. We were at Macy's. I'm doing sushi here while you're at it, by the way. This looks like it could be a savage bullish SFP, much like Litecoin. This looks amazing if it holds this level, by the way. That's what you need to know. This looks like a dead ass bottom if it holds. If it breaks below this, look out below. But we went to Macy's in New York City, Herald Square, like the parade, fat turkey balloons flying by. And we see people in gator clothes everywhere. Everywhere. We're like, what the hell? We're both Gator fans, whatever. We're like, who's here? Is it like, is Steve Spurrier hanging out here? Whatever. We go downstairs, there's a long ass line, and Tim Tebow's there. And I did not want to be there to register for my wedding, but I'm about Timmy Jesus. When we went up, we pounded, gave him a pound. We took pictures. We got pictures with Timmy T. He praised us. Remember the Tebow, like when you would do, like you had to get down on a knee. I had a t-shirt that was amazing. I used to wear to Gator stuff, and it used to trigger people because it was Obama. It's a picture of Obama on the desk in the Oval Office, Tebow. Still have that shirt. It's a good one. So guys, sushi, dead if it breaks below here, much lower, should go much lower. If it closes above here, we should be seeing much higher. Safest entry would be above that blue line. No, he did not do the Tebow for me, Mateo. He did not. The Gator Nation's everywhere. Like, it's a thing. There's a commercial where you go Gators. Anywhere in the world, someone goes, go Gators. I registered at Sears for tools. I had a great wedding. That's better than me, whatever. Yeah, I wanted cash too, and people still insist on giving you weird monogram towel shit. Like, nobody needs your towels. My towels are fine. My towels at that time stunk pretty bad, but yeah, how awesome is being obsessed with your wife? It's awesome. My wife's the best. You guys don't even fuck around. Yeah. Let's get this done. YFI looks like booty, but this might also have a bullish. Oh, that's right. Man. Listen, I've been talking that yay about Bitcoin pairs, but a lot of these are like looking super bottomed out. I'm curious actually how oversold these are. Yeah, and they're oversold, guys. And that does not count as a bull div. It's over too long, but you can see the idea. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. They can only go so far down before they bounce. It might just be a temporary bounce, but this again looks like a potential bullish SFP on YFI. Not as bad as it looks. ZRX. What is that chart? I would have said you had a double bottom here, right? Bottom, neckline. That's that old W. So it's still relevant. Let's do it. Okay. Say, yeah, I got some resistance through here. And like kind of a low bull flag, maybe. Y'all see that, right? Obvious. Yeah, fine. I'm going to even set an alarm on that. Exiting channel. Create. Cool. If this breaks out of that channel, we're coming up into this region. That'd be dope. It looks good. Holding that, even though it broke below that neckline temporarily, anything above 90 cents looks pretty good. Really, if you get above $1.23, you should teleport to the 160, 170, even all the way up here to like 240. Put some extra lines. Right. All right. All right. We did it. We did it, mates. Ooh, Bitcoin doing some things. What you got on my Bitcoin? Man, if only there was someone saying that wasn't a bear pennant and it looked like it was going to go up. If only there was somebody that was doing that. Hey, guys. What's up? What's up? Look, I'm going to look over here. Going to look over at your comments. They're over here. Once saw Adele with like 50 other people when she released 19. Only happened because Shy Child canceled. Lucky AF. Dude. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Made some money. Someone made some money from my setups recently. Elbow cough. Cool. That's dope. Yeah, Joe Satriani, of course, man. The dude can rip. Looking at what you guys got here for me in the comments. That's a cool story about Adele. With more adoption, will we see less volatility? Yeah, I think that the large caps will see less volatility, but you know, there'll always be the low caps for you guys to degen about. Wow, this show's awesome. I love you, man. You're good. You're always here, looking really positive. SFP, swing failure pattern. That's when you see the wick below that level and then price closes above. It means there's a lot of liquidity below that swing low. That's usually an area that can send price skyrocketing up because there's liquidity there, right? Yeah, oversold. Got to get that bounce. I asked for cash. I got cash. Fred's sweating. No one cares. Yeah, because you French people don't mind being like complete assholes to people right to their faces. And I respect that. French people will be like, if you're being a dick, French people will be like, hey, you're a dick, but like, we can be cool. It'd be cool. The best advice here, Bitcoin and morality all in one space. I have my moments. I really want to know why people don't blame God. I'm not saying, I'm just saying like give yourself, like if you're going to give the credit, you're not going to take credit yourself. Like I didn't do this. I didn't dunk that basketball, bro. God lifted me. God lifted me and he helped me put it in. But like you go up and Shaq swats you, you're not like, God, bro, I had that shot, but God sent it into the stands. Air ball, God. I don't know, man. I don't know why you got to give credit when you do something good, but you can't blame anyone when you do it bad. You got to blame yourself. That doesn't make any logical sense to me. Guys, we did it. I'll see you tomorrow morning. If ever you want to make a request like next week, join the newsletter. It's right down below. You can click on that. Click on that. You can join it. Today's been fun. You know, the vibes are good when Bitcoin's going up. Not so much when Bitcoin goes down. People become really like majorly huge buttheads when Bitcoin's going down. But it's going up. All's good in the world and all's happy. So let's enjoy it while it lasts. But honestly, man, I think it's going to last. I think we're going way higher. Plan B was right. 63K by October 31st. Let's do this. Peace.
Let's go.